Hello YouTube. Today I'm not going to do a gaming or introduction. Today I'm going to do something and it's going to be a how to draw kind of thingy. But first, before we do the how to draw, I'm going to give a little backstory of the character. And the first character we are actually going to be drawing is one of my personal favorites and one of my own characters I made up. And his name is Smiley. So what Smiley is basically a yellow creature that I made up, and it's actually based off this puppet I have. And this puppet was based from 3 years ago, 3 or 4, and I found him and I've grown attached. And because of it, I've made him my own character in a sort of way. And I made more characters out of it. But those will be different videos later. I'll do those. But for now, we are gonna do Smiley. And the first thing about Smiley is we're gonna draw his kind of oval like head. Then we're gonna draw his eyes and then his mouth with these little, don't know what to call these. And then after that, I'll kind of go a little down a little, and then I'm gonna start with the shoulders. And I go ahead and do the shoulders first. And then after that, I just go ahead and do each arm. And I don't finish the arms completely because they'll be useful. Just gonna say the head is a little crooked, but that's okay. It'll be fixed later. Then I go ahead and make his body, kind of circle his arms back. Okay, yeah, this kind of sucks. Hold on. Yeah, this one kind of is a little too skinny. He's supposed to be kind of fattish, like, you know, like a normal, like, size person. Not too skinny. So, there we go. That looks good enough. And then we draw the legs. But first, I'm going to cut it off here. And then make a oval. This oval will kind of be important later. Hold on. Well, as you can see, I kind of made a little imperfection. But, okay. Time to fix that real quick. Oh, sorry. I just quickly made the oval back. And then we're just going to go ahead and do the legs. Now, the legs won't be too long. Like, that's kind of like a good height. I'll then cut off the legs. And then circle it back. We do that, take that off, and then we make the legs. Sorry about it. That's just a little imperfection. There you go. Oh yeah, just gonna say I might recreate the drawings of Smiley because he has been recreated a bunch of times. But then after that, we are gonna draw little ovals here, and then little ovals here. Then after that, little ovals here, and then like a little kind of oval here. And we are almost kind of done with the kind of design. And then we kind of draw some shoes. Just gonna say I'm not good at drawing that very well-ish. Actually, nah, none of those. None of these. Yeah, forget this part. This doesn't happen. You don't draw that. But besides that, we are almost done. We then do kind of hands, like gloves, as you can kind of see. And then make little lines. And then the same on this side. Just draw little, like, 4 fingers, lines, and we are done. But we're not done yet, because we're going to add some little colors. But now I'm going to waste the whole time just with coloring, so I'm going to kind of sketch it out a little. So, for this, the eyes will be all black, as you can see. And then the other side will be all black, both of them. And then I'm just going to go ahead and just do these kind of glove-ish like, and the gloves are going to be white, like all white. I don't know if this is a good paper, but it's fine. You know, just pretend the gloves are white. Just pretend that's what the gloves are supposed to be, white, as you can see from the paper. But we're just gonna go ahead and do the shoes, which, oh, sorry about that. And the shoes will be brown, kind of like brown, like a boot kind of. It looks like a boot. As you can see, the boots, each boot is gonna be brown. There we go, making it a little colorish. And there we go. Just gonna say, like I said before, I'm gonna kind of sketch it so we don't have to wait too long. And then we're close to the final part. But first, we're gonna kind of do these. He only wears pants, so these are his pants. And we're just gonna kind of color these kind of oval parts dark green. As you can see, each one, even the big one, is dark green. And then after that, the gloves, no, not the gloves, the pants are light green. The pants are light green, kind of, as you can see, the pants are light green. Just kind of sketch it in a little. I'll even do a voice, like I'll tell you his kind of voice. I'll kind of say sentences in his voice so you kind of get an idea of like what he looks like, what he sounds like, kind of. Okay, almost done. And now the skin. And the skin is based off the puppy like before, yellow. So we're just gonna kind of color this yellow. Sorry, this takes a little while, but like it's the whole body we're gonna have to work with. Dang it, sorry, something was in the way. Okay, almost done. We're getting the kind of arms. We're gonna get the kind of arms there. And then we connect it, you could say. Then just circle the rest of the body, and then just color the rest of the body, like so. And then color the, yeah, like I said, color the rest of the body yellow. And now for the final part, the head. So we'll just kind of go outline-ish. What I like to do is I kind of like to outline and then just circle around the eyes, and then as you can see the mouth. So yeah, and just like that, we are done. And that is Smiley. And like I said before, this was not the original Smiley. This was like a redesign, and I had a lot of redesigns, so yeah. But this is the one that I'm taking the most liking to. And like I said, I'm gonna go ahead and say a sentence in his voice. So like you kind of get an idea of what his voice would sound like. And I'm gonna say, "Hi, I'm Smiley," but in his voice. Ready? "Hi, I'm Smiley." His voice is kind of deep, and there we go. His voice is kind of deep, and it kind of sounds like Patrick's voice, you know? Like from SpongeBob, it kind of sounds like Patrick. But besides that, that is Smiley. And there we go, Smiley. And yes, there are multiple characters named Smiley, but I'm still calling it Smiley, him Smiley. And make sure to like and subscribe, and thanks for watching. And goodbye, and have a good day.